Did you know dragonflies need our protection? Dragonflies need protection from the dangers we humans have created, from pollution to habitat loss. Dragonfly sanctuaries are a place to help. The UK created its first dragonfly sanctuary, the Dragonfly Center, in 2009. In the US, dragonfly enthusiasts can admire them at the Dragonfly Sanctuary Pond in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is the first sanctuary pond in the country and home to an amazing diversity of dragonfly species. Another famous sanctuary is the Shimanto Dragonfly Park in Japan.
Hi, and welcome to Dragonfly 8. In Dragonfly 8, we are going to look at this double rod movement, but this time in the reverse direction. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what this looks like. We'll start this problem by placing 53 on the abacus, and then we're going to add 67. So to add the 6 to the 5, that's a 10 pair addition. So I add 1 to the third rod and subtract 4 from the 5 in the form of a 5 pair by subtracting 5 and adding 1. And then I'm going to add the 7 to the 3, another 10 pair. I add 1 to the second rod and subtract 7's 10 pair 3. And then we're going to subtract 29. Okay, I'll take the 2 from the second rod, and now I need to subtract 9 from 0 on the first rod. Well, I can't do that, so I'm going to need to do a 10 pair subtraction. Well, if I look over on the second rod, I also have no beads available to subtract the 1 from the second rod. So that's going to create another 10 pair subtraction all the way over on the third rod, where I subtract 1, and then I add 1's 10 pair 9 to the second rod, and finally on my target rod I add 9's 10 pair 1 for a final answer of 91. Let's take a look at a second example here. We have 97, and now we're going to add 68. Well, to add the 6 to the 9, that's a straight 10 pair. I add 1 to the third rod and subtract 4. Then I want to add 8 to the 7 on the first rod. Again, that's a straight 10 pair addition. I add 1 to the second rod and subtract 2. And then I'm going to subtract 69, so I take the 6 from the 6 on the second rod, and now I want to subtract 9 from this 5. Well, to subtract 9 from 5, that's a 10 pair subtraction, but I don't have any beads to subtract on the second rod, so I have to come all the way over to the third rod to subtract 1, and then add 1's 10 pair 9 on the second rod, and then subtract 9's 10 pair 1 from this 5 in the form of a 5 pair by subtracting 5 and adding 4 for a final answer of 94. So there we saw our double rod action moving in the reverse direction in a subtraction, and I'd like to be the first to congratulate you on completing all of our skill training program, finishing up Dragonfly, and I certainly look forward to seeing you on level 10. Keep going. Hi, and welcome to Dragonfly 8 finger movement training. Okay, in this training, we're going to look at the reverse double rod, so how we would see a carry across multiple rods in a subtraction. So let's take a look at the number 101, for example, and let's say I want to subtract 3. So I want to subtract 3. Well, I only have 1 bead available, so that means I have a 10 pair subtraction. Well, I have to come over to the second rod and subtract 1. Well, as you can see, there's no beads available there, so that initiates a second 10 pair subtraction. So I reach over here and I take 1 from the third rod and add 1's 10 pair 9 to the second rod, and then I come back to my target rod and I want to add 3's 10 pair 7 to the target rod for a final answer of 98. Okay, so let's take a look at that movement again. So we had 101 and we wanted to subtract 3. So we couldn't subtract 3 from our target rod, so that's a 10 pair subtraction. We had to reach all the way over here to subtract 1 and then add 1's 10 pair 9 to the second rod, and then add 3's 10 pair 7 to our target rod for a final answer of 98. So there you have a quick look at a reverse double rod where we have a carry across multiple rods in a subtraction. But I just want you to recognize that it is just repeatedly using the 10 pair subtraction rule. So it's really nothing new, it's just using our subtraction rule multiple times. Okay, good luck and see you next time.
Hold on.